Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you? Hopefully you are fine. So as you see, today we're gonna solve exercise from modifiers. So as we went through the rules earlier in our face-to-face classes and in online classes, in two versions we discussed the rules, contents of modifiers. So I think now it's time to evaluate our learning outcome. In online class also we finished or we completed some exercise, we practiced exercises. Now it's time to reshape or whatever, give a boost to our learning. We'll try to solve the exercise. So as you see in the bracket, it is written pre-modify the noun, post-modify the verb, possessive pronoun, infinitive phrase. There's the multiple elements from modifiers. So we'll try to complete the things. So in case of modifiers, one point is that what is instructed in bracket you will put in this. So but your answer may vary because one person may think one word, other person can think another word, but it should go with the criteria of the grammar items. Okay, so let's start. So first one, it says Kazi Nazrul Islam is called the Shelley of Bengali literature. So here no blanks there. Then it says he was a poet, and pre-modify the noun. In the bracket it says pre-modify the noun means what is the noun? Poet, the word is noun. Pre-modify means পূর্বে, তাহলে নাউনের পূর্বে আমাদের কিছু বসাতে হবে, তাহলে ওই ওয়ার্ডটাকে মডিফাই করতে হবে। তাহলে he was a poet. So pre-modify the noun means the word that modifies noun is adjective. So we have to put an adjective. So he was a poet. So we can put here he was a revel poet, famous poet, this much. So he was a famous poet or he was a revel poet, bidrohi kobi or bikhato kobi. So pre-modify the noun. If we find this, that better we'll put the blank, we'll fill up the blanks by adjective. Just remind it. Okay, so he was a revel poet or famous poet. He wrote dash in every branch of Bengali literature. Post modify the verb. So as you see in the bracket it says post modify the verb, means post means পরে, তাহলে যে ওয়ার্ডটাকে মডিফাই করতে হবে এটা আগে আছে, তাহলে এটা হচ্ছে verb, write means wrote, so এটাকে মডিফাই করতে হবে। So post modify the verb, তো যা verb কে যেটা মডিফাই করে এটা হচ্ছে adverb, so we'll take an adverb here. So he wrote dash every branch of Bengali literature. So we can write he wrote almost in every branch of literature, or he wrote greatly in every branch of Bengali literature. So এরকম pre-modify the noun থাকলে আমরা দিব হচ্ছে adjective, post modify the verb থাকলে নিব হচ্ছে adverb. So he wrote continuously, you can write, okay, so ceaselessly, tirelessly, many things, many words can go. So main point is that you will take a word that modifies the verb. Then it says Nazrul use an appositive on the attention of everyone in his early childhood. So do you remember what is meant by appositive? We discussed earlier, appositive means adding additional information about the subject or the person or the noun. Okay, so and that additional information should be about that person's designation and about person's speciality, about person's identity, this much, not adjective. So Nazrul use an appositive. So what is he? What is his identity? What is his designation? So you can write that the national poet of Bangladesh. So Nazrul, the national poet of Bangladesh, won the attention of everyone in his early childhood. So appositive means adding additional information about noun, and that information should be designation, identity, title, specification of that very person or that very noun. So in case of Nozrul, his identity or designation is National Poet of Bangladesh, or you can add a village poet also, but better if the person is famous, that very time the accurate or the prominent identity should be placed here. So Nozrul, the National Poet of Bangladesh, won the attention of everyone in his early childhood. He wrote ceaselessly until the death of dash poetic flair. So possessive pronoun. So possessive pronoun are the words or pronouns that express actually ownership. So which words express ownership? Do you remember the words that like my, his, her, you, their, our, his, her, this much? So in case of Nozrul, it is male guy, so we will take his. So he wrote ceaselessly until the death of his poetic flair. So possessive pronouns are the pronouns or words that expresses ownership. Something belongs to someone. So in case of Nozrul, we can take his here. So he wrote ceaselessly until the death of his poetic flair. He composed his songs. Then it says infinitive phrase to post modify the verb. So verb is here actually composed. So infinitive and infinitive phrase. Do you remember the things? Infinitive means 2 plus verb, and infinitive phrase means 2 plus verb plus additional words. So he composed his songs dash. So you will take 2, then a verb, and then additional words. So why did he compose songs? He composed his songs to entertain people, to motivate people, to quench his thirst, many things. So main point is that you will take 2 plus b1 plus additional words. So he composed his songs to inspire people, or to quench the thirst of his listeners, of the audience, this much. His songs are used and intensified to pre-modify the adjective. So intensifier are the words or modifiers that actually it intensifies, যে কোনো কিছুকে কি করে হাইলাইট করে বলে অথবা এটা তীব্রতর করে. So the words that like very, so, really, absolutely, definitely, these much words. So his songs are dash melodious. So you can take very melodious, so melodious, too melodious, really melodious, this much. So anyone can go. So his songs are really melodious. He enriched the Bengali literature using adverb to pre-modify the verb. So actually it would be post modifier, it is mistake here. So he enriched, that is the verb, the Bengali literature. So use an adverb. So enriched, so we'll take an adverb. So he enriched the Bengali literature greatly. You can take like, so the word that modifies the verb enriched. Then it comes, his literary works have enriched dash literature. So noun adjective means there should be noun then an adjective. So his literary works have enriched Bangla literature, Bengali literature. Then it says he was dash secular poet. An article, you have to put an article. So we know the article within 3, A and the, will take another one. So he was a single person, so it will be A. So he was a secular poet. Then at last it comes, he sang the songs of equality dash use an adverbial phrase. So adverbial phrase means we will take an adverb, then there should be an additional words. So he sang the songs of equality, taken adverb, then add additional words. Which words can go with this? So sang is the verb. So how does people sing? So he's as it is he's it's about equality, so he sings with passion, you can say, like, so he sang the songs of equality passionately. So you have to take some words to motivate people, to make people conscious, to make people alert. This much can go. So we are done with the first exercise. So what the modifier items we learned? First one is pre-modify the noun, means we to take adjective here, and post modify the verb we will take adverb here, then appositive. In this case we will take person's identity, designation, specification, this much words. Then it comes possessive pronoun. In this case we will take my, his, her, you, their, this much, that were the words that expresses ownership. Then it comes infinitive phrase. Infinitive means 2 plus b1, and infinitive phrase means 2 plus b1 plus additional words. Then it comes intensifier. In case of intensifier, it comes like so, really, very, to, definitely, surely, this much, means jeta aro beshi emphasize kore. Then it comes adverb, we learned earlier. Then noun adjective means there should be noun, then adjective, then article, we know that a and the, and adverbial phrase. In this case we'll take adverb first, then additional words. So this is the first exercise from modifier. Let's start the second one. Well, so here there is a passage about Bangladesh. So as I discussed sometimes back, pre-modify the noun, post-modify the noun, possessives, all the things you will find here. So Bangladesh is an dash country. So pre-modify the noun means you have to put an adjective. So as you find the word "and" before blank, so we will take a word that is formed with vowel sound. So Bangladesh is an independent country. So pre-modify the noun means we'll take adjective that expresses or modifies noun. About 4 decades have passed since we achieved dash independence. So possessive. So possessive means his, her, your, our, their. So whose independence? Our independence. So it would be we achieved our independence. Dash it comes, use prepositional phrase to pre-modify the noun. Building a golden Bangladesh, we fought against Pakistan and got our freedom. So prepositional phrase means preposition plus additional words. Okay, so in order to so we'll take preposition, then additional words, prepositional phrase. So what comes? Building a golden Bangladesh. So in case of building a golden Bangladesh, it goes also in terms of building a golden Bangladesh. So we whatever, just there should be preposition, then additional words. So in case of, or in purpose of, for the sake of, this much, we fought against Pakistan and got our freedom. But our dream has not been fulfilled. Post modify the verb. So fulfilled is the word, so we'll post modify the verb means we have to take an adverb. Okay, so but our dream has not been fulfilled completely. Still we are not free from poverty, hunger, corruption, nepotism, overpopulation, unemployment, power crisis, political unrest, so food shortage, price hike, etc. So still we are facing many problems. And use present participle to pre-modify the noun. All this problem, the present government has taken some pragmatic and time-proven steps. Dash most of these problems. So here, first you have to put complete the blanks with present participle. So present participle means verb plus ing, means continuous form of the verb plus ing, and that should work as like that should not work like adjective. So use a present participle. So dash all these problems, the present government has taken some pragmatic, so realizing all the problems, or you can say like evaluating all these problems or identifying all these problems. So whatever the verbs you take, that should be in ing, there should be ing with the verb. In that time it will act like present participle. So identifying all these problems or detecting all these problems, the present government has taken some pragmatic and time proven steps. Then it comes infinitive. So infinitive means 2 plus b1. So to process 2 dash most of the problems. So to eradicate most of the problems. So to eradicate or to eliminate most of these problems, the aim of the government is to set up technology dash digital governance, e-commerce, e-education, banking, agriculture, e-planning dash total development of the country and the nation. So here past participle. So past participle means past form of the verb, and that should work like adjective. So after this, the aim of the government is to set up technology based, so it becomes past form based digital governance, e-commerce, e-education, e-banking, e-agriculture, e-planning dash the total development of the country and nation. So focusing the total development of the country and the nation. So present participle means ing with the verb. So you pick a word that has ing with the word in continuous form. So facing or focusing the total development of the country and the nation. So we should focus on the power crisis dash Bangladesh digital one. So we should focus on the power crisis to make Bangladesh or to form Bangladesh, to shape Bangladesh. So whatever you take, 2 plus b1. Okay. Then last line it comes, to develop the nation, more power dash plans should be introduced. So we'll take a verb with ing. So to develop the nation, more power generating plants should be introduced, or producing plants should be introduced. Okay, so what we learned from this, what the new things we learned. Possessive we discussed earlier means he is hard this much. Prepositional phrase, preposition plus addition of words. Then pre-modify the verb, post-modify the verb. We know that adjective, adverb to be placed here. Present participle, verb plus ing. Infinitive we know that 2 plus b1. Past participle means b3 of the verb that should work like adjective, and that's all. So we are done for this. So far we practiced or we solved 2 exercises. So my suggestion to you, like me, you can solve the exercises. No point in memorize anything here. So if you know the contents definition or contents meaning, that way time you will be able to put the things here. So more you practice, more you will be able to master on modifiers. So thank you so much. Keep fine. Bye.